Obviously, we have a very good relationship with Homestead. Um, More of a partnership. I would look at it as a partnership. I can't count the number of times that I've been in a bind on something and I've called Kevin, and Kevin has immediately responded to whatever my need is. If he needs to get a hold of the guys at the shop, have someone come up, look at a forklift that's critical to us, that's down. Um, just wonderful customer service, and I would go ahead and say follow through with that. Just yesterday, I'll give you an example. Just yesterday, we had a pallet truck. It's a rider that somehow in production they flat spotted the drive wheel. I got a hold of Gary. He's our service guy. I said, I've got this issue. Um, and we communicated by text. I gave him the serial number of the pallet truck, and we next day aired one in, and he came yesterday and repaired it. So it's back in production today. And this pallet truck also has a twin that had a problem with the control board. And likewise with that, Gary's been all over that, getting the component in. And we have a plan even today that the part will be here, and he'll be here this afternoon to install that. So that's remarkable service, and Homestead's always been very customer focused and willing to help us. They understand our need, to service and satisfy our customers. So they set a really good example in that regard, and they back up what they say with what they do. And I really appreciate that. One scenario we had, I met with David Meredith and Kevin, and I had a strategic desire, I should say, to improve our door service. So I invited Homestead, and we talked about getting into some preventative maintenance on our doors. It seemed like we was always in a situation where we was reacting when a door went down. So working with Kevin and his team, we were able to develop a preventive maintenance program for our doors. And now we have a program, and we've got a reliable source that even if we do have a failure, I know that many times I have made a phone call and had immediate service here to get us corrected. And it's especially important in the wintertime here as our facility is kind of unique. We go in and out one particular door at least, I would say, 20 times an hour. Just constantly moving raw materials in and out that door, and we replaced that door. Well, we had some problems with it, but we didn't give up on each other, and we worked through that, and we come to understand that when we specified the door, we didn't specify it exactly the way it needed to be. In particular, the rollers on the door were bought as 2-inch, and we should have specified 3-inch rollers. And once we come to understand what the problem really was, and Homestead was here and understood the issue and understand the investment that we made, and worked with us through that, and we worked together good. There was some tough moments, but we worked through those, and with respect for each other, and that's the kind of the partnership that that's important to me, is that we can be honest. We can say, it's not exactly right, and the response there has always been good with Homestead, and it's much appreciated what they do for us. I can give you another example of we bought a new gate operator for our front gate that leads to the office parking lot, and the folks that we bought it off of were installers. They weren't, as far as the setup and some of those things, they weren't some of the best. But anyway, I learned that you guys had some specialists that would help us with that gate operator, and sure enough, I called upon them, and that problem was resolved. A Homestead technician came out, and he understood the controls. Even our maintenance people here, he worked with them, and taught them some things. So it's invaluable, the offering and the service that Homestead gives. I mean, you got a very competitive rate. You got good customer service. You sell parts. We got an agreement on that, what you sell parts for. So we're very satisfied, with Homestead. So I can't imagine anybody doing a better job with that. Ever since I've been related to facilities, it's been Homestead.
Yeah.
I've worked at this place for 36 years, but only in the past 10 years or so have I been associated with facilities maintenance and upkeep of equipment and things of that nature. So I've known no one else but Homestead. It's been a wonderful experience.